want to catch him. I 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 want to catch him.
You're not gonna catch him.
Oh yeah, I will. Can I catch him with my beard?
Hey everyone, Jordan Meyer, Olson Family Farms. We're actually out here cutting our perennials that we seeded down onto our crop land. Plan with this is to start grazing it here next year. So looking at the history of what we got going on here, this was a cornfield last year. This spring we came in and we seeded oats and our whole diverse mix of perennials. So you got your clovers and then all your different kinds of grasses. We even put some natives in here too to see what we could get. It's coming on pretty good. We have mixed results on the lots of different ways of how we did it here. So this field here didn't have a cover crop on it over winter. We just spread a lot of manure from the dairy on it and stuff. And I'll turn you around here so you can see. You guys get them spots spread?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got some pretty thick clover here. Some spots are even thicker than this. Got some alfalfas coming in there pretty nicely. White clover is really strong. Red clover is very strong. Look at the leaves on this. Pretty wild. A lot of the grasses are coming on nicely. Oat left from before. So we already took a crop of oats and all of that off of here and wrapped it up in baleage right there to be fed this winter. Some of the bales from, so that strip right there, last year that was a cover crop mix and it had sorghum sudan, Italian ryegrass, a bunch of different clovers, hairy vetch, and a few other things in it. Nothing grew except for the sorghum sudan last year because we had the D4 drought. And then September 25th came last fall and we got a nice good shot of rain. Then the Italian ryegrass decided it wanted to grow. So then last fall it grew, grazed a lot of it off with the Jersey cows, which are down there. And this spring it came on heavy again and we've had just a pile of Italian ryegrass. I'm not very pleased with how the new seeding is coming in that. So we seeded this same mix, what you're seeing right here, into that, and it ain't coming just the greatest, but I'm gonna work with what we've got. Right now it's just tons of seed heads out there, so I think it was right around like May 25th in that area we went out and we made all of the cereal rye ground. That's the stuff right there below it. That's the Italian ryegrass. So there's alternating strips here. That all got cut at the same time and we made baleage out of all of that. The rye ground, it's weird. This side of the hill, on the east facing side of the hill, is so-so. There's a lot of spots that have a lot of dandelions. Yes, we're making a YouTube video, Gabe.
You're making one.
Yeah, we're making one. And it's weird because like on this side of the hill over here, there's a lot of dandelions and things like that coming in there. I'll take you down there and show you that. And then on the west facing side of the hill, it almost looks just like this in the rye, where the rye was, the cereal rye. So we made baleage out of the first cut, and then we had the rye, you know, wanted to go head out again and put on a seed head. So we actually just went in there and we clipped it. Just clipped it and dropped it, and that's kind of why the field looks tacky and stuff like that. And yeah, now we got a lot of alfalfa coming in there. That's kind of what decided to come on in there. So we put just a couple pounds of alfalfa, couple pounds of clover. Maybe it was only even 1 pound of clover, but this is literally what happens whenever you come out of a row cropping system. In my area anyway, it seems like, in my experience, is it just wants to be just solid clover. So it'll be like this year, and then next spring it'll probably be a lot of clover, but we'll just start seeing a lot of the grasses come in, and then the year after that, then there'll be grass dominant. So following the stages of succession, you go from your weeds and things like that, you know, because you're coming out of bare soil. Then you go into your legume stage, which is what we're in right now, and then you go into your grasses, then you go to your shrubs, and then you go to your trees. So that's kind of where we're headed, and you know, we always like to keep it in that grass stage, and we manage that with the cattle and sheep and goats and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here. We're gonna try to dry bale this stuff. I have no idea if that's gonna work out or not. Clover is a pretty hard one to get dry, but we'll see. This is some nice, beautiful feed though, that is for sure. So I can walk you down here and show you this too quick. Yeah, it's kind of funny. The further you get down the hill, the more foxtail you see in there too. Still forage. Utilize what you got. Okay, so here's one of the Italian ryegrass fields. This stuff is all ready to go to seed, unfortunately. Good, bad, or otherwise, that's what's happening here. Literally after we mowed it off the second cut, so this will be third cut, and this stuff, it just literally headed out practically instantly. It's just unbelievable. So kind of debating on what to do here. I don't know if I should. So we got some clover coming in there. Foxtail is being foxtail, but that's all growing to help out whatever resource concern we're lacking here. A little bit of ragweed. Trying to debate whether I should cut this or if I should just take my sheep over it, because we got our ram lambs. We actually want to move them over to this farm and try to save some of the grass on the farm where they're at, because the stocker cattle, we ended up pulling off a bunch more head from the other guy that was custom grazing for us and bringing them to that farm. So now we're pretty cattle heavy over there and don't want to run short on grass, especially when we have all this sitting over here too, and we want to be able to maintain our stockpile, because we're in high stockpile mode right now, because it's already August 20th today and we're gearing up for winter, and just tipping everything is pretty key right now, especially if you want to have everything keep on cranking for you. So here's what I mean by dandelions. Dandelions and alfalfa. What's it telling me? I don't know for sure, if we're just short on calcium or what's the story here, but I'll just let nature take its course and help me out on this one. So I figured I'm not going to bother coming in here to clip this either. We got a lot of nice clovers in here too though. I think we're going to run the sheep over this too. I think, yeah, we got a pretty decent sized ram flock right now, so we'll run those guys over this stuff. Granted, we don't have any water line or any fencing or any of that out here, but we'll be able to just run the netting, and then we'll be able to hook off of our pasture fence down there. And we're actually running a solar panel. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's right there, right below the Jersey cows down there. And yeah, we'll get our juice that way. But I'm gonna keep on cutting here. I don't know. I think what we'll do, we'll take the ram lambs over this stuff first. I'm hoping that they'll just eat a lot of these Italian ryegrass seed heads and we won't seed too much out, but I think I'm just...
No, I have these.
I think I'm kidding myself. Are you really eating red clover? You like that stuff?
It tastes, it kind of tastes good.
Does it? Eat one for me then.
Okay.
You're actually eating that stuff. Is it pretty sweet?
There's a sweet taste in it.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
You're a sugar guy, aren't you? Well, I guess if he eats it, I think all the other livestock will eat it too. What about alfalfa, Gabe? Did you try the alfalfa?
I'm done.
Is alfalfa as good? Here, here, Gabe. Try these. These any good? That one's not as good? No? Why didn't you like that one?
It's a different kind.
You don't like alfalfa as much? You like the red clover better? No? Good way to observe things. Well, we're gonna these boys gotta head on home, and I'm gonna keep on cutting hay. So take care, everyone. God bless. Thanks for watching. And enjoy the creation.